Hello, everybody. Welcome to episode number 154 of our Next Level Mastermind. And our topic for today is what makes genuine people so magnetic? Okay? What makes genuine people so magnetic? For those who are watching the recording, I would very much invite you to reach out to these people and to connect with them. Don't like them, don't love them, don't hug them, talk to them, right? Talk to them. They will give you the link to actually book a time to talk with them. They are busy people, but they are prepared to give you the time to talk to them because they know people that you don't know. They have opportunities that you never thought about. They have doors of opportunity that they can open for you, introduce you to people that you never even thought about. So for goodness gracious, why don't you do that? This is a free option for people, a free option. So please don't miss this opportunity of getting to these people who regularly give up their extremely valuable time in order to provide a service to a family community and in turn to the general public who see it on YouTube. All right. So for those watching the recording, please do that. For those who are here present, please make sure you actually grab hold of each other. Okay. And do me a favor. If you make a booking with somebody, turn up. Turn up for the booking. It is so important that if you book somebody's time, then you make sure that you are there for that time. Now, here's me saying this, and I'm running 5 minutes late for a Zoom session. So I've got to take a kick in the butt at the same time, and I accept that. But truly, if you book a time with people, turn up for the time. They've made the time available for you. The least you can do in common courtesy is to be there. Please don't miss that opportunity. All right, it's very important. I'm not just talking to the people here, I'm talking to everyone who's watching this recording. All right, so don't just promise yourself, oh yes, I'll get on to Noel a little later on, or I'll check on Santa Claus or Brian and I'll just come back and do it later on. Don't do that. You never come back. You either do it on the spot, you do it now, or you don't do it at all. All right. Book the time. Go underneath this video, look at the link, book the time, and be done with it. All right?
There is something to be said for spontaneity.
Correct. Do not promise yourself, I'll come back and do something. That is exactly the same thing as people saying, Peter, that's really good. I'll go and think about it. All right? That's exactly the same thing. You're not going to do anything. So do not undermine your own opportunities by putting off making an instant decision. In fact, Pat Dryke and I call upon you about one thing when it comes to decision making. What's the key?
Taking action. Do it.
Make the decision quickly. Correct?
Oh, absolutely. Yeah. Well, and see, that's the whole point. And somebody else on here was talking about it many sessions back, and that is there's a process that you can take that will absolutely change your life. And that is, if you think about it, do it now. Make it happen now. And I think it might have even been Jeff that did it. But there's been a lot of people that I've known that talk about this process, and it works really simple. And it's I love simple, But if you do it, you're gonna find yourself changing.
Exactly. So the message to everybody, including those who are watching this replay, is to make the decision now. Underneath this video, you will find their links. Book a time with them. It doesn't matter who they are, because they are people that you don't know, who know people that you'll never get the chance to meet. So do that. Make the decision. Don't defer it. Don't put it off saying, no, that'd be a good idea. Maybe I'll think of George. Maybe I'll come back and check out George. That's a lot of rubbish because it never happens.
But it's, Peter, it's even like things around the house. It's like, oh, wow, that trash needs to go out, or I need to clean this kitchen up. And it's like, if you say it, do it.
Yes.
If you say it in your head, do it. If you think about it, do it.
Couldn't have said any better. Thank you, Pat. I think the message is loud and clear. For those people who are watching this or who are even on this and you make a booking with people, do it. Make the decision. But more importantly, when you make the decision to make the booking, turn up. Turn up. That's critical. And it's also unprofessional and discourteous to people's time. All right? They are giving their time here right now, and they're giving you their own precious time, because that's the most valuable resource they've got. So please, please, please make sure you do that. All right, let's move on. Let's get them to introduce themselves a bit. George, we'll start with you, followed by you, Noeline, because we haven't seen you for so darn long. So, George, over to you.
Hello, everyone. My name. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Evening here in Vietnam. Hello, Vietnam. I had to say that one from the movie. Yeah, it's different here. Anyhow, my name is George Naugle, and I am the Sales Buddha, and I help business owners be their authentic selves and build their business without selling anything. That's what I'm currently doing. I do a lot more than that, but that's mainly what I'm doing, is I really want people to be their authentic selves, so that there's a lot of mistrust in the marketplace right now, and real people shine.
Good. And George, how are you finding the sales Buddha approach to things? Are people responding to it?
Yes. Interestingly enough, people just reach out because of the sales Buddha, so it's good. Again, I got the haircut for it, so it works. But it's not just that. I do meditate, and so there's a lot to be said about it, to be honest with you. I want to help bridge the gap between good people, business, so that they can make money and actually serve. So that's me.
Good. Thank you. Thank you very much, George. Noeline, so good to have you back after all this. It's more than a year, right? So it's good to see you. So we'll have you, followed by Pat Dreyer.
Oh, sorry. Very unprepared. I was just really coming along to have a bit of a listen tonight. My name's Noeline. I'm from Melbourne, Australia. What I do, I currently doing a couple of things, but the main thing I'm doing is in the health and wellness industry. I'm a consultant for or member of Live Good, which provides quality products at affordable prices, and they're a global company. I had steered away from the product businesses for a while, and I got back into this one sheerly by accident, because I was looking for a product and thought they sound really good, and it just made sense to me that if I was going to do things to improve my health, then I would become a member, and that's what I did, and I absolutely love it. Been doing this for a bit over a year. I also, dabble in a couple of different cryptocurrency, type of platforms, and that's what I've been doing.
So, Noeline, I think it's going okay for you.
Pardon?
I think it's going okay with your business.
In what regard?
In terms of the growth that you want in your business and that sort of thing. Are you happy with that?
Oh, look, to be honest, I've had a few changes in my life recently, and I stepped back, for a while. I wasn't actively growing, the business. I had family matters and, 2 new grandchildren, kids moving in and out, and life changed there for a bit. And, the last, 6 months or so, I was not giving it the focus that I needed, I'll be honest, I got burnt out, right? And I stepped away. I didn't step away, but I just, you sort of know where I'm coming from.
Okay. I didn't mean to put you. Don't worry. I mean, you've answered.
I'm waffling a bit because I really was unprepared for this. But with me, I always speak from the heart, so it might not make a lot of sense. But
That's what we want you to do. Don't worry about it. We don't want a prepared speech. The
Makes
last,
perfect sense.
the honest truth, I hate speaking on camera.
well, you're
I
doing a
hate
damn
it.
good job right now. Can I make a suggestion to you?
Sure.
Talk to the person who's going to follow you. His name's Pat Dryer. Okay? Talk to him. Just reach out and have a conversation with Pat. I think you might find he can be very helpful to you.
Okay.
And it's free, isn't it, Pat? Anyway, it's over to you.
Of course.
You're
Yeah,
cool.
we actually connected a while back during this when we were giving things away. Nolene was the winner of the book Think and Grow Rich that I had sent out to her.
Oh,
That was a good long time ago.
yeah.
Oh yeah.
I think it was even before COVID, wasn't it?
Oh, probably.
No, maybe during.
Anyway, Patrick, it's your call, Pat. Followed
Oh,
by
thank you. And Nolene, great to have you back. Everybody, I'm Pat Dryer, and I'm from Phoenix, Arizona in the US here. And very simply, I show people how to make money. I just use the leverage of network marketing and a company called My Daily Choice as the vehicle to build my home business. And that's really it. Once you learn these skills, you'll never have to go back and work for somebody else ever again. And honestly, look, the sad truth is that most people are not satisfied with their job. The fact is that over 80% of them hate their job, and it's because they don't make enough money. They don't have enough time. They're not content. They just don't feel appreciated. I could go on and on with that, but this is why so many of us got into network marketing. And I really invite you to join us today. You really have nothing to lose, so much to gain. And I'm looking for a partner. And if that's you, I'll show you how to get started for free, and I'll help you get some fast results. And apologize for the throat. It's early in the morning. Thank you, Peter.
Thanks, Pat. 5 o'clock for you, isn't it? Right?
Little froggy. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, thanks, Pat. Jeff Veal, followed by Glenda.
1 second, I was just doing some work. Sorry, guys, I was working. Hello there, guys. I'm Jeff Veal, the business guru from downtown Manila in the Philippines. Good to see you all here. Well, what can I say, guys? Do you want to make money? Reach out, have a chat, and let me show you how you can make some money. It costs you nothing to talk to me. I've done marketing for 50 years. That's 50. What can an old marketing dinosaur teach you? Plenty, right? I'll give you more marketing ideas, but more importantly, I'll tell you how to implement them, all right? So reach out, guys. By the way, guys, I've had a lot of luck this week, just by fluke. I started using a lot of different Q codes. And I've got a great graphic artist who can make exceptional, not just ordinary Q codes. There's one in the chat right now. Great Q codes. And they're working their ass off for us. We're getting a very good response. So my tip for the day, think about using some QR codes. All right? Thanks.
Jeff, can I ask you a question which shows my ignorance?
Yes.
If I'm watching this replay, right, can I take a photo of that QR code behind you there and it gives me something?
I don't know either, Peter, but I would assume so because it's a copy. So yes, and then you can look at it somehow. Basically, what normally happens, you would just hold your phone up to that with the camera, right? So if you take a photo, you've only got the one device, so you can't scan your own phone. If that makes sense.
No, but if I'm here watching, right, and I get my camera, I come over to your QR code.
Yes.
That
should work.
That should work, right?
Yes, I believe so.
Okay.
Patrick's having a go. Pat will tell us. That one's a bit small, but I've been sending them out as links to messages. I've just sent John Allen a bigger one. In fact, if you want, I can drop a big one in the chat for you guys if you want.
How did it go, Pat? Did you make it work? Because I've often wondered how it works.
There you go. There's a bigger one in the chat, guys. More a decent sized one.
Okay.
And you'll see by the graphic, most people, they're stupid. They just do a bloody QR code. You're crazy. Tell me what to do. Tell me, scan it. This is what this QR code's about. Put a smiley face in there so it's welcoming, right? Do some effing marketing.
Thank you, Jeffrey. We'll let that go.
That's all right. I'm only on my first scotch. Wait till I get my second one. I'll be wound up.
Glenda Kroll, followed by Brian McNeil.
Oh, I just love this group. Hello, everybody, and welcome. My name is Glenda Kroll. I'm coming to you this morning from Toronto, Canada. And what can I tell you? My life is about helping others. I'm a life reinvention mentor. I help support women 40 plus from breakdown to brilliance. Through life, we always have things that knock us down, but it's about the fact of not staying down and getting back up. I have a 3-step program that will guide women to transform and build your confidence back up again, your self-esteem. And now I am going to offer as well, have ways of encouraging or enticing your future with your finances. I have a 90-day program that will help you to buy your first real estate investment property. So if you're interested in building yourself up, instead of staying down, whatever has knocked you down, let's just get on a call and see if I can help you. So just, stop the fear and take the brilliance into yourself and pick up the link that I'm putting into the chat and just have a call with me. It's 40 minutes, it's free, and I'm not going to sell you anything. I'm just going to listen to you. Let's talk. Thank you.
Linda, when someone picks up the call and books a time with you, right? Should they be prepared? Is there something they should do to prepare, or they just
have a pen and paper ready, and let's talk and let's build out what they're looking to achieve in their life. The only question we will go through is, what do you want?
Yeah, that's what I was waiting to hear. So if you are watching this and you're not sure what you want in life, or what you've got in life right now ain't doing the job, then talk to Glenda. That's the point of it, right?
Yes,
and
thank you.
Glenda, you've got a link under there that can book a time to talk with you, correct?
Yes.
Okay. I just want to make that absolutely clear. Thank you. Thank you, Glenda. Okay. All right. Brian McNeil, the world's greatest sales. I'm not sure what it was. I've forgotten now, but whatever it is, it's been important. Okay. Brian McNeil, followed by John Allen.
Good morning, everyone. How are you folks doing? How are you iron people doing? Iron sharpening iron. I am Brian K. McNeil, sales confidence coach, but I'm also the world's recognized authority on selling services. That's what I am. I am finding so much value in this circle of amazing people. I have met with several of you, and every one of them has been an amazing experience for me. And one thing I do want to say here is Santa. I thought I was meeting with you, but it turns out it must be 2 Santas on Alignable, because I met with another Santa this week with a different name.
Okay. Well,
his name was John. Okay, and your name is Anthony. So
yes.
And I gave him great counsel, thinking it was you, but it wasn't. So we'll fix that. I want to meet with you, Santa. But I poured some soul into that man. Huh?
Oh, good.
Yeah, and he was so excited, but I thought it was you the whole time until this morning. But anyway, Brian came in the sales confidence coach, and I'm excited about what we're going to discuss today. And I will yield time. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Brian. Thank you. John Allen.
Good morning, good afternoon, good evening to everyone. I'm John D. Allen, Allen Small Business Coaching. I apologize for the handover to ear. I got a bit of a cold here, and unfortunately the ears are acting up. I'm deaf in one ear and can't hear out of the other one. So I'm not going to be saying much. I help business coaches learn how to sell without selling anything at all through comfortable conversations. One thing I would like to do is spend just a second here. We got such great people on this call, like George Naugle, Mark Inkster, Santa, who you heard about, Glenda, Alan Edwards, who just showed up. Ladies and gentlemen, there's so many fantastic people on this call. Reach out. You never know what any of these people got to say. So reach out and talk to them. Thanks, Peter.
Thank you very much, John. Very much. And well said, I agree with you. And by the way, Nolene, I love that bit. First you learn, then you remove the L. I like that. I like that. I like simple things. Good. All right. Alan Edwards, nice to see you all the way from Great Britain, England.
Hi, Peter. Hi, everybody.
Go. Over to you.
My introduction.
Yes.
Okay. You know how the high street is empty of shops these days, how offices are empty because of the changes of working practice, people going to working online, people ordering more things online so they don't go to the shops so much. Well, what I do is I take those buildings that are either unused or underused, possibly causing somebody a loss. I know one building that I'm developing at the moment is costing the owners £10,000 a year just to keep empty. And we repurpose them to high value residential property. So that's in a nutshell the service that I offer. It's to convert low value commercial into high value residential. Thereby we create wealth, we create profit for sharing to good causes. We also help to solve the critical housing shortage in the UK. So it's a win-win all round. People who have got a pain of losing money on a commercial building can have the wealth released from that building, and we create great profits for investors as well as solving the housing shortage. So I'm based in Hampshire in the UK, and we operate all around the UK as well as in Europe as well. Cheers for now.
Thank you very much, Alan. Very much indeed. And also thank you for your valuable comments on LinkedIn. Very good. Excellent.
Thank you, Peter. And thank you, John, for your comments earlier. Cheers.
Mark Inkster, followed by Santa Claus. The original one, not the alignable one. Mark Inkster, over to you.
Hello, and greetings from New Zealand. And Strangers Community is your generational administration support partner, and we're here helping you to, if you have products or services, we have a online store. If you need education, come to our educational academy. You've got our sales coaching courses, be your own boss entrepreneur courses. We've got we'll do wealth management with you. We're there just to help you. And what we're doing really is becoming self-reliant ourselves so that we can help other charities to become self-reliant as well. So that's our vision, is sharing knowledge and helping people with their life skills, financial skills, and just really improving people's lives around the world. So that's what we're doing. Thank you.
Great mission, Mark. Really, really good mission. Well done. Now I see that Olga, you've just joined us. Nice to see you.
Why don't we have her go first?
There she is. And I want you to talk now, otherwise you've got to follow Santa Claus, and he's a hell of an act to follow.
Well, let her go first.
So, Olga, the floor is yours, even though you just arrived here.
Oh my God, that was unexpected.
No.
I'm happy to be in the background, honestly. You go first.
Okay. Oh, okay. She can do it that way. Santa, she might outshine you. Righto.
Oh
Santa,
boy.
come on.
Well, okay, let's see what you. Yes. So I am here to celebrate Christmas all year round. And I just want to help everyone to celebrate Christmas all year round. Every single day should be celebrated as Christmas. What a joyful time of the year it is. Unbelievable. So who do you know that would love a visit from Santa? You know, so what I'm doing is I'm coordinating visits from Santa all year round via Zoom. 15, 30-minute Zoom sessions with Santa, private, in the privacy of your own home and the comfort of your own home. So who do you know that has a youngster, a niece, a nephew, a grandchild that could use a mid-year check-in, a birthday greeting, or a special message from Santa? You know, I love giving special messages like, hey, Bob, great sales month this year. Oh, Santa's so proud of you. This is amazing. It's just absolutely wonderful. You know, I work with kids from 1 to 92 and sometimes even beyond 92. God bless those folks. So if you'd like to find out more about what I'm doing, all my information, my contact information is in the chat. So I would love to talk with you about that. But as you know, Santa is a multipreneur. And one thing that I've been doing for the past 15 years is I'm a voiceover actor, a voiceover artist. So I work with producers and web video producers to with TV promo, narrations, commercials, podcast intros and outros. So just a dynamic. I've worked with so many fantastic podcasts. So with my decade and a half experience, I would love to help you create engaging content. So I love what I do, and it shows in the work in my work. The one thing I love about what I do is the sheer joy of helping others using my voice. And there's nothing that brings the greatest satisfaction to me, and I don't think I would want it any other way. So I'd love to help you. So please reach out, and I'd love to sit down and talk with you about whatever it is that you need to talk about.
Santa, can I ask you a very simple question?
Sure.
When it comes to the length, the ideal length of an intro or an outro for what is the ideal? Is it like 10 seconds, 15 seconds?
But generally 10 to 15 seconds as an intro. It's like, I've done paragraphs, it's like, oh, here's and just a complete description of what the program is all about, and then introduce the podcast hosts. And then on the outgoing, it's another like 5 seconds. Just say, well, we've had a great session. We look forward to having you back again. If you want more, come on back. We'll be here again next week. We'll see you again next week. That kind of thing.
Okay, so the intro is normally longer than the outro.
Sometimes it's longer, yes. Sometimes, depending upon what it is that the podcaster is requesting.
Okay, and as far as you're concerned, you will do and create whatever the podcaster wants, right?
Whatever they want. They give me a script, I read it. Because that's it. They're in control. I am just their voice and bringing that contact with the folks. Just say, hey, come on in and listen to these guys. They know what they're talking about.
Good. Okay. Thank you very much, my man. Olga, are you ready? It's your turn.
I was born ready. Good to be here. Apologies, I'm late. My session with the client overran. I spoke with some of you one-to-one. We had a great chat. So thank you so much for your time. Really grateful. And Peter, thank you so much for running this. I guess the question is, what do we do, right? Yes. Okay. What I do is I reconnect people with themselves. I help them to have better relationships with themselves. I help people to unplug themselves, transform themselves, change themselves. We can call it whatever. It's basically called mindset coaching. But of course, nobody ever wakes up in the morning thinking, I could do with some mindset coaching. We're not wired to think that way, right? But sometimes we do think, well, I wonder why I repeat my patterns. Why I keep ending up in the same situations, why I keep attracting the same negative events or whatever else. And I really help people to see where it's coming from, what needs to be changed in their blueprint and their thinking in order to prevent situations happening to themselves in their lives, and to build better relationships, not only with themselves, but of course, then we go to outside world, better relationship with our partners, as well as better relationships at work and beyond. So that's what I do through my mindset coaching. And I also do speaking on the stage or within organizations when I go and I work with the team members on their internal relationships or customer service and stuff like that. Still, it's all about relationships. And I'm passionate about that. So ready to fly anywhere in the world, and do plan to travel even more this year. Some people wonder how much more, but I always say, unless I will see the entire world in this lifetime, I will not stop. So maybe soon I'll be where you are. Let's connect and let's chat. So that's me, Olga.
Thank you, Olga. Beautifully said. You know, one of the biggest things that worries me, in 12 years, I'm going to be 90. I'm thinking, my God, that's old. So I've got to make the most of every single day I've got right now. That's what I'm asked to. Anyway, thank you very much, Olga. I appreciate you. By the way, there's 3 dots somewhere in the chat. You can save the chat. I don't know where they're gone on mine. I haven't got a clue. They used to be down the bottom, but I want you to save the chat if you possibly can. Can anyone tell me, can you
The
see?
top. Go to the top, mate.
Yeah,
On the right, is it?
yeah, it says pop out. Is that right?
It's either 3 dots at the bottom or 3 dots at the top normally.
No, but
Yeah,
they're
it's
not on.
beside the pop out.
Oh, it's inside the pop out.
Beside the pop out, yeah.
Really?
Mine's still at the bottom.
Okay, anyway.
Yeah, mine's is still at the bottom, so that's okay.
I'm only asking because there's some like Pat here who can't say because they don't want to give it.
Yeah, try it, Peter. It's the cross, then the pop out, then the 3 dots. So that's how it comes from right to left. Goes read it from right to left.
Yeah, there we
The
go.
cross, pop out, then the 3 dots. Then your name.
Got it.
So
Chat through. You get it, Pat, after all. Thanks.
Thank you. Thank you.
All right. Our topic for today on session number 154 is what makes genuine people so magnetic. Okay. And I'd like to take you in the order that you raise your hands. And Pat, you were quick as off the mark. I'm looking forward to hearing this because you can read a lot into that one sentence. What makes genuine people so magnetic? All right. And for those who are watching this, I want you to listen very carefully to not just what these people say, but how they say it and the examples they may bring up, because we can learn a heck of a lot from this. Okay. Because it is the key, one of the keys to your successful business. Without it, you'll fail. Okay, with that little introduction, Pat, I'll shut up now and get off my soapbox.
Well,
Pat,
everybody in here has all these characteristics. So when you think about it, it's just that we're different. You know, we think different, and some would actually say that we're weirdos. You know, and if everybody's going right, we go left. I mean, it's just we take that other path, right? If everybody's going this way, we go, where are they going? I ain't going there with them. We go back the other way. And I think it's a learned process, you know, because we learn daily. We have incredible confidence. We learned a long time ago that your opinion of me is none of my business. And you just find that people like that, they love themselves. They enjoy their own company. They're always happy. They're energetic. I mean, they wake up happy, right? Because it's a choice. And so it's just, it shows and it's attractive. People see it and they just go, I don't know what that guy eats, but I want to know more about him. And I think it's just a lot of those characteristics. And I think a majority of them are learned, but you can learn them quickly and you can change like that. You actually can. And people have seen it happen before, and many don't believe it, but it's true. Anyway, that's my opinion.
Thank you, Pat. Great opinion, by the way. Brian McNeil.
Yes, what makes people so magnetic? I wrote down 2 things that I think makes it happen for them. And I want to give 2 quick examples. But my two things are what they have inside of them makes them magnetic. And that is in direct proportion to what they're learning now, what they're taking in now. So if they're watching a lot of videos on failures or mistakes or oopses, that impacts them. But if they're learning a lot about how to develop your mindset, how to buy investment property, whatever they're currently learning is what's in them that causes them to be magnetic. And the other thing is what they consistently are thinking about. For a long time, I've told my salespeople, if you go into a sales situation and you're thinking about your bills or your troubles, whatever you're thinking about at the time you're talking to someone is going to shine through your eyes and is going to resonate in your voice. And I coach them that you need to on purpose be thinking about, how am I going to help this person? How much I like this person. If you're thinking about helping and liking them or improving their lives, that too will shine through your eyes and resonating through your voice. So my 2 cents, real quickly, I spoke one time at a meeting and a guy came to me and says, I don't know what you have, but whatever you have, I want some of that. I was hired by a commercial tech IT company, and they hired me because I did a talk at, I just did my 30-second intro at a chamber meeting. And the lady, she told her boss, she goes, I don't even know what he said, but I know he took a deep breath and he said what he had to say. And I know we need that here in our company. And they hired me for a year. So what you're having inside of you right now, and that's based upon what you're learning now and what you're thinking about consistently, I believe is what makes you magnetic.
Well,
They can smell it on you.
They
They can smell it on you. That is hot. Thank you, Olga.
Yeah. Well done, Olga. Well done. Thank you very much indeed, Brian. Now, before we get to you, George, I mean, the topic, what makes genuine people so magnetic, okay? There is a downside for me on this topic, and I'm just going to be totally open with you. Because there are some times when I'm running these sessions when I've got things going on my life that are just about knocking me sideways. But I still want to be genuine and I still want to be positive, etc. Right? So in a way, I'm being dishonest, but in a way, I'm trying to be positive. I don't know what you call that, Olga, but whatever it is, I'm not trying to lie to people. I'm just simply sharing with you. In our life, there are times when you might not feel, magnetic. But that doesn't mean you can't try to be. That's what I'm really trying to say. Okay? So for those people who are watching this, please bear that in mind, because you can't be 100% on 100% of the time. That's impossible. Truly impossible. All right, I've said my bit now. I'll shut up. George, over to you.
All right. Well, first of all, I want to say I love your cue cards, Olga. They really pop on the screen. Anyway, for me, magnetic, I would say shine. And I truly believe that genuine people are built under pressure. So just like a diamond, they get compressed, and then finally something happens in them. They shine beautifully, but they also have inclusions inside, which means, say, the dark spots, if nobody knows what the inclusions are. But really what makes them shine is the pressure that they've been under. And because they've overcome those challenges and they actually they know what they're talking about. There's a lot of people that read books. There's a lot of people that hear things and they just regurgitate it. I would call those cubic zirconias. And then there's the ones that actually went through that pressure and they understand it. And that's why I believe they shine, because it's no bullshit. It's real and straight.
Yeah. Well said, George. Well said indeed.
Thank you.
Thank you too. Alan Edwards, you've always got something always concrete and valuable to share. What is it this time?
Hi, Peter. Hi, everyone. Yes, I'd like to share some things about leadership and explain, giving an example of somebody who I came to respect. He's an old boss of mine at the company Arup, who are basically engineers, but they've also developed into management consultants and a lot bigger than just engineers. And this one person, his name is Simon Wright, he was a good communicator with everyone he came across, no matter whether he was talking to a junior person or an assembly of people, an assembly of companies. And he was the project leader who managed the infrastructure development for the 2012 Olympics. So all of the buildings and all of the transport infrastructure for this massive Olympics project was managed by him, and he managed it successfully. And in doing that, he basically was inspiring teams and inspiring team building, because no one person can achieve such a massive objective in a limited time and with a limited budget. And he was the brains behind this, and he actually had quite a magnetic personality. To explain a little bit about him, his profession was he was a water engineer, which might seem an unusual background, but essentially what he'd mastered is he'd mastered the ability to talk to and inspire large teams of people. And things that people said of him, not necessarily to his face, was that he could sell refrigerators to Eskimos. He was that persuasive, and he could influence people to do the things that he thought needed to be done. And he was because he, continues in the background to do things like he has done in the past. And I believe he got an OBE for his achievements on the 2012 Olympics, but he was essentially a great communicator and very personable, and had the vision to see what could be achieved. So, for someone to be magnetic, they have to have some element of flair, such as is demonstrated by many of the people in this group. And just to conclude, it's not just one person who has this. There are other people who have this, and I'd point out a couple of great conversations I've had this week with Brian McNeil, and also with Jeff Field, who also in their respective fields have this sort of flair, this sort of magnetic effect. Cheers, Peter.
Thank you very much, Alan. Yeah, I mean, Jeff Field can be a bit magnetic. There's no doubt about that. That's true. Glenda Kroll.
Magnetic personalities. There's so many different levels of it, and what a lot of people have said, and George said it very well as well. There's certain traits that connect us together. I sort of gravitate towards somebody with a beautiful, strong smile, somebody who can be authentic. Body language says a lot of things as well. Being truly authentic and being true to who you are, and not trying to win others over, but being able to be listening in great depths so that you can hear what others said instead of waiting in preparation to just say your message. By listening to others, we become more magnetic to each other. Confidence plays a huge role in magnetism when you show up, by how you carry yourself, by how you're able to connect and do even eye contact. All these things are the traits that bring people together. And most importantly, just like I had said, the more important thing is having these traits and being genuinely interested in connecting with others and building those meaningful relationships. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Glenda. As always, beautifully delivered. Well done. Well done. Yeah, Olga, awesome. Actually, Olga, thank you very much, Glenda. Olga, how many cards have you got?
Many. I have a lot to say. More than that, Jeff. Definitely more than that. I even have a card for Merry Christmas, believe me or not, but I only use it only once a year. Sorry, Santa. But yeah, we can be a team. I can say Merry Christmas, you can continue.
Over to you.
Thank you. Thank you. Well, I definitely agree with what has been said so far, and I would like to add my 2 cents. I think when it comes to magnetism, I think that self-love is something that definitely adds that sparkles to the magnetism, because somebody who is loving themselves, accepting themselves unconditionally, the confidence shines through. The unconditional self-love shines through. And when you truly love yourself, this when you're able to love others. This when you don't have judgment toward others because you accept them, you respect them, you accept them. It doesn't mean you accept less than, but it means when you see something is not serving you, you say no to that. And it's also magnetizing people to you because they know they cannot push your boundaries. But if you don't love yourself, then you allow people to use you, you allow people to abuse you, you allow people to do all sorts of things, and that takes away that charisma. So I think that self-love is something, at least in my case, it definitely helped me to, as people sometimes say about me, become more charismatic. And it was a journey. It's not an easy journey towards self-love, especially when it comes to unconditional self-love, but it's definitely rewarding and definitely a very powerful journey. So I would say love yourself more and see the world loving you back.
That is beautiful advice and something I better make sure I take on. Well done. Well done, Olga. Thank you. Now, John, can you hear well enough to talk? I know you're having a problem with your microphone and with your cold. You want to say something?
All I can say is thanks, Peter. And yeah, I got my hand cupped, like I said before. Can't hear out of the other one ear, and I'm deaf in the other one. But if you want to know what makes people awesome, look at the people in this group. Each and every one of us, or every one of you guys, is totally awesome. You know, we all do a great job on what we do. You got people like Mark, Pat, Santa, Glenda, Alan, Olga, Jeff, George, Nolise, I hope I pronounced her name right, and you, Peter. Everybody does an incredible job of being awesome. You know, we all deserve to give ourselves a pat on the back for that. You know, if you want to know, just take a look in the mirror. And, you know, that's all you got to do. Thanks, Peter.
Thanks, John. But you know, that last comment you made, that's the bit that worries me. Because when I look in the mirror, I think, good God, you're getting bloody old. That's my problem. Anyway, Jeffrey
But
Veal.
old is only in the mind.
Well, yeah, that's true. Actually, that is true. I shouldn't have said that.
You know, it's funny, Peter, when we're talking about the mirror, when people look at me and they don't recognize me because we got our 50-year reunion coming up from high school, right? But it's they look at you and go, oh my gosh, you've gotten so old. And it's like, you know what? When I look in the mirror, I don't see what you see. I see something so far way back. And when I do see pictures of myself, it's like, who the hell is that guy?
That is true, Pat, isn't it? When we look in the
It's
mirror,
a thought. It's the way we think.
yeah, and also because we look every day, we don't really notice the difference over the years, right? Yeah, my God.
Exactly.
I mean, I looked at myself in the mirror today when I was visiting with my daughter, and I thought, good God, who is that old bugger? It was me, right? Anyway, Jeffrey, enough of that. What makes genuine people so magnetic?
You're on mute.
Okay. Yeah, guys, I'm 75 and I still go to, I was there last Friday night. I still go to nightclubs. and I get all the girls in the world because they think this guy must be the owner. I mean, what would a 75-year-old guy be doing in a nightclub, right? So I've just got to rock up to the bar, and they come like lemmings, a bit like the bear with the salmon. Anyway, back to the subject. What makes us magnetic? I've got a few things written down here, guys. Charisma and confidence. Money lost, nothing lost. Confidence lost, everything lost. So never lose your confidence, guys. Confidence is everything. And you're not everyone's cup of tea, and don't try to be. You know, just resonate with the people that you resonate with. You can't please everyone. Don't try to. Be yourself. Be visionary and forward thinking. People love people who've got vision and forward thinking. My biggest one of all of the list I'm going to give you is, and my favorite word, in fact, is integrity. I just gave my daughter a watch for her birthday. On the back of that watch was integrity, right? That's all we've got. Integrity and trustworthiness. Empathy and emotional intelligence. Empathy is a big thing to have, guys. If you've got empathy, you understand other people. Then we come to expertise and knowledge. You know, over the years, you've developed a certain amount of expertise and knowledge, and people appreciate that, right? Networking skills. If you've got those networking skills, you'll always be popular. And finally, effective communication. That's the last of the bunch, is effective communication. You must be able to effectively communicate your message. That's it, guys, for me.
Thank you, Jeffrey. And I noticed that Olga said something in the chat that she and I are both not sure about what we want to do when we grow up. Olga, I'm never going to grow up. Okay, I'm going to be the naughty little boy in me until the day they take me boots off. So
Peter Pan is one of my heroes. Yes.
yeah. I mean,
There's a part in that.
You could easily sit
There's
around.
a part in that movie, Pan, I think it is, where the kids are going around trying to figure out if it's really Peter, you know, Robin Williams, and they start pressing on his face and pulling it back and everything, and all of a sudden they go, oh, there you are, Peter.
Yeah.
Well said, Pat. Anyone else have to say something before we wrap it up? Anyone?
Well, I just wanted to say that it's all within each and every one of us to be magnetic, because we are all spiritual beings trapped in physical bodies. And it's that spirit that I like to celebrate. And it's that spirit that attracts everybody to you. As long as you focus on that spirit, and that spirit shines through your eyes and everything through you say what you say, and as it's been said, your spirit is what attracts others to you. And that's what it boils down to. And you know, we don't trap that spirit, that light, that light of magnetism, of love, everything that we are, that makes us individuals. Don't trap it under a bushel. Let it shine. Let it shine like it's never been before. And that's why I tell everyone at the end of the meeting, keep shining, because that's what we do. And that's what we need to do in order to be spectacular and to help others become spectacular as well, because we're all spectacular.
So really
Be Bugs Bunny.
Yeah, even
right. Be Bugs Bunny.
That's,
Bugs Bunny is the most self-actualized person in the world. So be Bugs Bunny.
Yeah, absolutely. He's one of my heroes too.
And when you think about it,
he's not. Yeah.
When you think about it, what makes genuine people so magnetic? Genuine doesn't mean perfect. Genuine means your imperfect self, being the best perfect self you can be, right?
And being as human as we can. And going back to what you were saying about your faults and everything and how you feel bad about you're just being human. You're being yourself. And that is key, is to be yourself. And if we can accept that, then you're on the road to success and everything else. And you know, being yourself, look at these people that you brought around you, because of that spirit that shines through you.
Thank you very much, Cesar. Nolan, would you like to say something before we go? You're saying be related.
Say one thing. Can I say one thing here? Sure. You know, for all of us here on this call and all the people watching, you know, Get on Peter's Q&A sales call. That is going to be a tremendous growth for everybody's business. You know, for $1.28 a day, I don't know how you can get any better sales training than that. That is a super cheap and unreal space to get your sales knowledge. I'll bet it can add another 20 to 50K a year to your business. Ladies and gentlemen, make use of it. It is a super inexpensive way to really grow your business. Peter, thanks for putting it on. I know I'm looking forward to being there. Thanks, everybody.
I did not pay John Allen to say that. I did not even talk to him about saying that, okay? But I did say that, John. And the link is in the group, all right? And we start on Thursday and Friday this week, okay? So I would love you to be there. And to be quite frank with you, it's $39 a month. If you just want to join for 1 month, so be it. Okay? It's all done on an honor system. I'm not going to put you on a contract. If you decide you want to stay for 12 months, fine. But John, thank you. Thank you for your kindness. I appreciate that. And we're going to have some fun too, I can tell you, because I know there's some questions already lined up and I think, whoa, these are coming out of left field. And I've got a few. And I'm going to enjoy it because, to be quite frank with you, the answers I'm going to give, I'm telling you now, the answers I'm going to give to your questions on sales conversations will be the most unexpected answers you've ever heard of. But they work. I'm just forewarning you. They work. All right. All right. With that in mind, thank you so very much, everybody, for your contributions as always. For those who are watching the replay, before we keep shining from Santa, for those who are watching the replay, please reach out to these people, okay? Reach out to them and talk to them. Talk to them. They've got incredible opportunities, skills, and target audiences you can't access. All right? Please do that. So God bless you all. Thank you very much for being supportive as you always are. And I'll try and get this video up on YouTube as soon as I possibly can. All right. Take care. Best wishes, all.
Thank you, Peter. Thank you, Peter. And everyone, keep shining, everyone. Keep shining.
I love it.
Now,
Thanks,
Good night,
Merry
Peter.
Christmas, everyone.
See,